Okay, in last meeting, we discussed about the just user interface concepts like what was the ERP application and what was the screens and about the modules, about the data, all these things we have discussed, right? Okay, let me open the user interface again. In this session, we will discuss about the user interface objects. So what was the user interface objects and how it will be connected with development environment, and what are the user interface objects are available and what we need to do as a developer, and all these things we will discuss in this session. After that, we will in tomorrow we will discuss about one project and we will start a development process. Okay, let us open the environment. See here, I told you in the user interface, these are all workspaces like bank management, benefit, budget planning. All these are all workspaces. If you can see here, there is a modules list, right? These are the modules list. By default, we have Microsoft has given some of the modules here. And suppose when we click on any module, already we discussed about ERP product in the last meeting. So let me tell you about the modules and what exactly that contains. Suppose when you open human resource management, these are all like these are all objects. These objects are classified into three types mainly, like forms, dialog boxes, and reports. All these three main objects will be available in any module, not only human resource management. If you open any module, we have forms, we have dialog boxes, and we have reports. Okay, there are many patterns are available in the forms. Okay, so when it comes to the modules, okay, let me give a brief description about the modules. Like suppose accounts payable, this is like a vendor module. All the vendor information will be available in this particular accounts payable module. Accounts receivable, this is about customers module. All the customer transactions will be maintained in this module. Asset management, like whatever the assets we have in a company, all the assets information like machinery, vehicles, buildings, furniture. So everything, whatever we are purchasing for the company, all the details will be maintained in this particular assets management module. And there is a cash and bank management module, which is related to banking transactions. And also we have a cash related transactions. In a company, every day we will do some bank related transactions, cash related transactions, right? So all the transactions history and bank statements, bank accounts information, and income and outgoing of the bank related everything like checks, deposits, everything will be maintained in this module. And for example, there is expense management. In a day-to-day life, if for every company we have some expenses like salaries and employees advances and like small expenses. So all the expenses data will be maintained in this expense management module. Suppose if company is paying some allowances to the employee for petrol allowances or accommodation allowances or transportation allowances, okay, all the allowances information we can maintain in this module. Okay, and after that there is a fleet management. Fleet management is purely like cars information, like vehicles. As a company, it has their own vehicles, all the vehicles information. Suppose if the company is taking any rental purpose, all the vehicles related information, what are the vehicles are available, current rentals, and what are the cars, what are the vehicles, SUVs, trucks, rented vehicles, and vehicle maintenance related information, everything will be maintained here. Okay, and there is a general ledger. General ledger purely related to income and expenditure of a company. How exactly we are getting a money and how exactly we are spending a money. All these things we will maintain here in the form of ledger, in the form of sheets, balance sheets kind of thing. And there is a module called human resource management. In this module, for every company we have employees, right? From hiring to retirement, each and every minute information of an employee will be maintained in a module, right? That module is human resource management. Like from hiring to retirement, there are many things will be involved from hiring to retirement, like uh, like loans, leaves, attendance, salaries, and pay structures, uh, like trainings related information, okay, certifications related information. So all these things we will maintain in this human resource management module. Inventory management is purely maintaining of items, like stock information. For example, if it is a uh, uh, like any manufacturing company, to manufacture an item, we need to import a raw material, right? All the raw material information will be uh, taken care in this module. And there is a module called something like one of the best module, like sales and marketing. Sales and marketing is related to CRM, customer relationship management. Like in between customer and company, there will be some sort of relation by giving offers, by giving notifications to the customers, and how exactly we are converting like a lead from lead to customer. The process from a lead to customer, all the process details will be available in this sales and marketing module. And there is a transportation management. Transportation is purely like we are after finishing our goods, we need to transfer or we need to transport our item to the retailers or hubs. So here the carrier related, like shipments, like loads, active loads, open loads, see, it is purely related to uh, transportation kind of thing. And there is a warehouse management. Warehouse is simply called as a godowns. Like we are maintaining information, we are maintaining finished goods or raw material, right? So that will be maintained in the warehouses, not in the manufacturing units. So in warehouse, so what exactly we have, which item, what about the available quantity, available finished goods, all these things will be maintained in the warehouse management. Warehouse in the sense, we will maintain finished goods stocks or raw material stocks. All the material will be stored in the warehouses. So we need to identify each and every item, the quantity, available quantity, finished goods quantity, and exportable quantity. Okay, everything related to stock. So here, as a company, we required all this information. To store all this information, we need ERP product. Normal products cannot support this kind of data. From middle level company to a larger companies needs ERP product. For example, any Apollo hospitals or Flipkart, Amazon, any banking industry or any retail industry, every company, if you take any sector, for any sector, this product will be suitable. For any sector, you can maintain data in hospitality management, in banking sector, in retail management, in manufacturing sector, in like projects, okay, project sector. In every sector, we can maintain data by using this product. Any commerce applications, commerce application data, we can maintain in this ERP products. Okay, this is all about user interface. I told you every module having their own importance and priority for a company. But client will not choose all the modules. Whatever they required according to their business, they will purchase the modules and they will use it. No client will take all the modules. According to their requirement, they will purchase, because each and every module having their own price, licensing cost, maintenance cost. So it depends on the requirement. Client will purchase like 4 or 5 or 6 modules, depends on their requirement. But it is a predefined application. That is the reason we are able to see all the modules. But in real time, if you are working for a client, you cannot see all the modules. Definitely, I'm sure. Because if a company wants to buy everything, it's really expensive. And many of the modules are not required for every company. And that will be decided by the company management and functional people, which modules we need to purchase from Microsoft. For those modules, Microsoft will charge. Microsoft will decide the price. Depends on the modules selection. And here, okay, if you buy or if a client purchased 4 to 5 modules, okay, but he can maintain n number of companies here. That is not a restrictable thing. Client can create a n number of companies here. Yesterday we discussed about the companies concept. That means, suppose if you take a Reliance company, Reliance having number of legal entities. Legal entity in the sense, in general language, company, like Reliance Jio, Reliance Footprint, Reliance Digital, Reliance Trends, Reliance Supermarkets. Okay, all these are all legal entities. So we have, suppose if this product purchased by Reliance, how many companies we have? 5 companies. So here 5 companies list will be appear. 5 companies. Suppose in future Reliance established one more industry, that also easily we can create a company instantly here. But you need to, client needs to buy this product one time and he can create many companies as per their requirement. Here, right now, we have many companies are showing. It is the demo companies given by the Microsoft. I have not created. Okay. Suppose if you want to create a new company, for example, as of now, Reliance is maintaining 5 companies. Tomorrow, Reliance is going to be launching one more industry like fleet management, like Ola, Uber kind of thing, for example. That is one more business. Let us assume that. So we need to create a company in, there is a module called organization administration module. There is a legal entities form. Here, simply you can create a company. Then you can start working on the new company itself. Here, there is a new option. Here you need to type the company name and the shortcut code of the 3 letters of a company, and in which region you are going to establishing your company. You need to select the country or area, Colombia, China, okay, or whatever it is, Denmark. So you need to select the region. That's all. When you click on OK button, automatically the new company will be created here, and then you can open that new company and you can start creating your data in a fraction of seconds. So no need to develop all these modules again. Already the modules are available. Just you need to create a company. If you want to organize a new business, so no need to develop all these modules. Simply you need to create a company and then start creating your data. That's all. Okay. Data will be organized or segregated based on company. I'll show you. For example, there is a human resource management. Okay, let me open the employees form. Right now, I'm in that company. That company, let us assume that it is a digital company of Reliance. Okay, let us assume that it is a digital company. Actually, in digital company, there are no employees, right? If we have an employee, we can see here. Okay, for example, there is a company, FRRT, it is a footprint. Let us assume that footprint company. See, we have a data here. If I want to create a record in footprint, you just need to select this company and start creating a new record here. So this employee will be saved for footprint company, FRRT company. Suppose it is a Reliance, something like a trends. Any company you can select, like USRT, for example. See, this is another data. If you select USMF, see, this is another data. CNMF. When you select company, automatically data will be changed. Actually, here we have only one form. For example, Reliance is organizing 5 legal entities, 5 companies. So in 5 companies, I need to maintain employees information, right? Reliance Digital Company, Geo Company, blah, blah, blah. So all these 5 companies, data I need to maintain. Employees data. Let us assume that employees data. So I need 5 employees form. 5 employees forms required because we have 5 companies. But here I'm not creating 5 employees forms. I have only one form is available. That form only maintaining 5 companies information. That is the reason this application, we can call it as a single database application, single database architecture, because no need to create multiple databases. We have 5 companies, so we need to create 5 databases because data is different, but functionality is the same, right? Employee form is the same, but in employee form, data will be different. So here, no need to create 5 employees forms. Actually, when you are selecting company, system automatically showing respective data, right? Relevant data. This form having one table, that is called employee table. Let us assume that this form having one employee table. In that employee table, you will have all the company's information. Suppose if you go and see the employee table, suppose here we have 5 companies. 5 companies. In first company, I have 5 records. In second company, I have 1 record. In third company, I have 3 records. In fourth company, I have 2 records. In sixth company, I have 10 records. Let us assume that. I mean, total 5 companies we have. In 5 companies, here we have 5 employees, 1 employee, 3 employee, 2 employee, 10 employees.
सर वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही है.
Guys,
वॉइस क्लियर नहीं है.
Guys, is it for remaining people also?
Yes, a little bit.
Guys, for remaining people also, the voice.
It's a little bit breaking.
Yeah, clear,
Sorry?
sir. Clear.
Guys, am I audible clearly?
Yes, yes, sir. Okay.
Clear.
Okay, because network related some issues. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Suppose I have right now 5 companies. Listen carefully. I have 5 companies. In 5 companies, I need to maintain employee data. For example, in one company, in first company, I have 5 employees. In second company, I have 1 employee. In third company, I have 3 employees, 2 employees, 10 employees. But when you open first company, here we can see 5 records. Am I right? If you open first company, we can see 5 records. But if you open second company, we can see only 1 record, first 1 record. If you open third company, we can see 3 records. But when you go to the table of this form, you can see all the records, like total 21 records. All the 21 records you can able to see in the table level. All the 21 records will be available in the single table. So in that table, in employee table, 21 records will be there. 21 records. Suppose if I'm opening first company, in first company I have 5 records. So system automatically fetches that 5 records among 21 records and it will show here. If you open first company, suppose if you open second company records how many? Only 1 record. So only 1 record will show here. But in table level, I'm telling you, in table level, all the records will be available. That I will show you practically here. Okay. For example, expense management. There is a travel locations. Actually, in this company, in CNMF company, we don't have a travel locations. BRMF. Okay, let us see about this table. Actually, we don't have a records right now. Let me check. Let me check each and every company. Yes, USRT. No. Oh, see, there are 2 records in USMF. Okay. GLSI? No. In which company we have 2 records? USRT, I think. No. Okay, let us see this table in the background. Now, this table name is, this form name is, what is the table? What is the form name? TRV destinations. Okay. Mostly the table name will be also same actually. Mostly 99.9%, whatever the form name it is showing here, table name also will be the same. So TRV destinations, remember the name of the form. And let me open the SQL server. TRV destinations. Just a minute, guys. Suppose if you want to see your tables, go to the databases, AXDB tables. And here, if you scroll down, there is a tables called tables starting with DBO. Okay. Type it dbo.trv destinations. See, this is the table. Okay, let me open this table, like edit it up to 100 rows. Okay. You can see there are 2 records in USMF company. There are almost 6 records, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records in USSI company. Okay, let us see USSI company. If you open USSI company, you can see 5 records. See, there are 5 records. If you open, what is that? Which company? USMF, right? USMF. There are 2 records. See. But we are organizing with one table only, right? We are organizing with one table. Here, but here, how many companies we have? There are many companies. See, there are many companies. But I have not created these many TRV destination tables. We have only one table is there. One table is available. System automatically stores. For example, okay, let me create a record in some X company. Okay. For example, I'm going to creating a record in RUMF. Okay, I'm creating a new record. Location, destination, travel location, right? India, Hyderabad. Save it. I have created a record in RUMF company. Okay. Let me refresh this table. And let me open again. See, there is a record saved in RUMF. If I select another company, that record will not be shown because MF. If I select again, if I come back to our RUMF, so that we can see our data, system automatically fetches when you select company here. So system automatically filter the data which records are belongs to RUMF, and it will bring here to here. System will automatically do that. Here, what I'm trying to explaining you, I'm not going to creating multiple tables. I'm creating only one table and I'm organizing n number of companies' data. That is the core background architecture of ERP. You are the owner. Maybe in future you will do multiple businesses. Then what is the solution to maintain your data in a less cost and in a perfect manner? You have 4 to 5 businesses, so you need to you need 4 to 5 softwares, different softwares. But here, when it comes to the ERP, really not required to maintain n number of softwares for your n number of companies. That business may be anything that can be fit into the ERP. Either it is a hospital management, retail sector, manufacturing sector, like banking sector, whatever it is, it can be fit into ERP. Okay. And here, that is that particular architecture already designed. No need to design for your future developments. Tomorrow you will be working on this particular product. No need to think about this kind of architecture. Already it is designed and established. You just simply creating your forms, creating your tables. You start writing your business logic. That's all. I mean, while I'm creating this form, while I'm creating this table, I don't bother about for which company I'm going to creating this form. I don't want to think about that. Simply, I will create a table. I will create a form. Once I brought into the user interface, automatically it will be linked to all the companies. While we are developing a form or table, no need to bother about the company, because company is a user interface thing. While we are developing a table, no need to bother about the company part. Simply you will create a table and you will attach that table to the form, and you will bring that form to the user interface. So your end user will start creating records. See, here I have created India and Hyderabad, where I have mentioned company name, where I have mentioned the company name, for which company this travel location I have created, for which company I have created. For RUMF company, I have created this travel location. But while I am typing the data, I just entered only location and description, but I have not entered any company information, right? System automatically takes that. Here I have entered only 2 fields. But additionally, table contains one more field that is called data area ID. Another field called data area ID. Data area ID stores company name in a table. For example, in this table, you have 2 fields, location and description. Additionally, table having 4 another columns. So every table having n plus 4 columns. N plus 4. What is n? What is n? This one. Here n is 2. So total, this table, TRV destination table, contains total 6 columns. Every table having additional 4 columns will be created by system itself. No need to create. While you are creating a table, automatically system creates another 4 columns for you. Among 4 columns, one of the column is data area ID that stores company name. Okay, fine. And here, so everything, whatever you are seeing, everything here, I told you there are 3 object will be there, 3 objects like forms, okay, dialog boxes and reports. Okay, these 3 objects will be developed in Visual Studio. Here we have a Visual Studio. In this Visual Studio, we have a development section will be there. That is called, there is a development section, Application Explorer. In View button, in View menu, there is Application Explorer. If you click here, it will open AOT, Application Object Tree. In this AOT, you will have all your existing objects. Whatever we are seeing here in the user interface, like forms, dialog boxes, reports, okay, all these 3 objects we can able to access from here. In future, for example, okay, I just want to customize this form in, I mean, as per the client requirement, I just want to customize this form tomorrow. Like location is there, description is there. I just want to make something like zip code of country and zip code I required. Location is fine. Which location, description, and country and zip code I required. So another 2 columns I required. So I need to access this form, right? I need to open this form in development environment and I need to customize. So first of all, if you right click on the form, you can see the form name here. Form name is TRV destinations. So all the forms will be available in the user interface section. Here there is a forms node. In this forms node, you can see all the forms. You can see all the forms. Whatever we have already there in all modules. All module forms are available here. You just need to search, that's all. So there is a form called TRV destinations. TRV see here, TRV destinations. If you expand this TRV destinations, okay, here we have a data sources. This data source, in the sense, it is a table actually. Table. Which a table has been linked, and how many tables has been linked. You can see here. Every form at least contains one table. At least, I'm using at least. Every form will be connected with at least one table. I mean, minimum one table. Minimum, maximum n. I don't know how many tables. That is depends on the requirement. Okay, here and design. And design also you can see here. We have a filter control. See, there is a filter control. Okay, we have an action pane. Action pane in the sense here. This one, edit, new, delete. This is the action pane. Filter control. It is a grid, right? It is a grid. The grid is available here. How many columns are there in grid? There are two, right? There are two. So if you expand grid, see, there are two columns. Travel location and description. This is travel location. This is description. In future, you will add one more column here. If you add and if you build the project automatically, it will be reflected in the user interface here. That we will see in future. How can we customize the existing forms? Here, mainly, we will see two things. One is a complete new development. I mean, how to design this entire form. How to design this entire form. That is one aspect we will see. Suppose if already form is there, how to customize that form. That is second thing. That is only the thing, right? We need to learn with respect to this application. Either you will create a new form or else you will modify the existing form. That's all. Modify in the sense, everything will comes under that, like writing, coding, business logic, adding fields, button controls, blah, 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 everything. Development, development and customizations. Anything you can change or you can customize anything, whatever you are seeing in the user interface. You can work on any module. So don't think that we need to learn modules. No need to learn modules. If you are able to do customization or development in any module, it is same, right? Like creating a form or customizing a form. In any module, it is same. Module to module, development or designs or logics will not change. But module to module functionality will be changed for functional consultants. But a technical consultant can work on any module. So no need to bother about which modules I need to learn. So we are not going to learning modules. We are learning development. Purely like designing, development, writing business logics, like code. Mainly here, like forms creation will be there. Okay, forms creation means user interface design. Second one, I mean, UI design, like a creating. This is completely a drag and drop, not required any coding skills, not required any coding skills. Not required to maintain any, not required any coding skills here. Okay. But next one, we need to learn X++. This is a programming language which we will learn in future. By using this, we will write code. And after that, we will see SQL programming. This is for database related operations, like getting the data, inserting, deleting, updating. So everything we will do by using SQL. Any business logic like validations. Validations in the sense, for example, while you are registering one application, for example, in online, password, suppose you are typing a password, but they will keep some restrictions. Length should be 8 characters. Okay. One special character will be there. One number will be there, like that. This one is a programming concept. If you give a password, if it is matches this requirement, your data will be submitted. Otherwise, system will throw error, right? Throw error because of programming. Because of programming, that programs we will write in X++ language. X++ is a object-oriented programming structure like a C++. I mean, in our bachelor degrees, mostly we have seen about C++ or C language kind of thing. It is very similar to C++. But don't worry about how to learn X++. I will teach you from scratch. So no need to take any separate training for X++, including our training. I mean, it will be included. X++ programming also will be included in the training part. And SQL also I will teach you. So mainly you need to learn UA design, okay, X++ programming, and SQL programming. We need to see these 3 things. That's all. As a developer, you need to learn these 3 things. Okay. Guys, any doubts?
No, sir.
No.
Okay, guys. We'll see tomorrow. Remaining basic concepts of Dynamics 365.